Hey there! This year, my son and I experimented with growing Korean sweet potato. It just all around our yard, like in our landscape, as well as in our garden bed. This one here is actually in our garden bed. I didn't really water it that much, just whenever I felt like it, and it wasn't very consistent. But as you can see, it had some pretty good potato size as he's holding up there. And I did have to chop this up a little bit throughout the summer, so I think that could have helped. I noticed that the vines that I didn't cut back really, it just got like I got this huge potato, but nothing else. But this one I did cut. But I think the plan next year is I could see why people put them in grow bags or buckets because it's easier to harvest. But overall, it was pretty fun to just dig it up and see what we got. I actually started these pretty late in the season, probably like early June or even later than that. And they did pretty well. They seem very tough, a lot tougher than the Russian potatoes I tried to grow because those just died. I'm not sure what happened. Maybe I should have watered and took care of them more. But if you're looking for something to grow that seems to just be fun and not more likely to survive is the Korean sweet potato. I tried to combine all the vines so you can see how much we got. Here's another spot. It's a little overrun with weeds, but let's see. Oh, the morning glory. As you can see, this other garden bed got overran with weeds, but the potato made it over the summer, even though we had a very hot summer and I really barely watered it. You can see. I knew I planted in two patches. I was trying to figure out where it started from to dig, and we got a pretty nice supply. Okay, so here are my tips on if you want to grow Korean sweet potatoes from the store. Start them early. It took forever for my slips to grow, like 2 months or something. And from this experience, I'm going to keep some slips. They actually rooted, like the ones on the front yard, the vines grew over the grass and they rooted. So I have that in a glass jar and it's rooting out, and I'll show that at the end of the video. So start your slips early so you have a head start in the season, and make sure you fertilize. I use Hollytone and I think my crop turned out to be pretty decent despite the fact that I didn't water as much. So definitely water and definitely give it as much sun as you think you should, but I don't think it needs like full sun like how everyone is, not everyone, but most every plant you get at the store is like full sun, full sun, full sun. But plants need a little shade too. Anyway, from the planters, it's just easier to harvest it, except that I thought I was done with the harvest, but then I dug further so I can compost yard waste at the bottom, and I found more potatoes. So I was very surprised that there was like layers of it, of the potato growing. And here I am just showing off the biggest potato that I have, and this is the one that was in the front yard that I didn't really cut back the vines, and I think that contributed to the fact that it just grew massively while not creating other smaller potatoes, which is what I wanted. After we harvested the potatoes, I did try this Japanese way of cooking it, which is you wrapped it in wet paper towel and then you cook it with the foil. And it was pretty good. I had to re-cook it a little more because I like it a little more caramelized. If it's more dry, it tastes sweeter. And here is the vines that I brought in that I was telling you about. These literally were just growing over the grass and they already started rooting a bit. And then, how long has it been? Maybe a week or two, and it just started rooting more. Because I have so many of these slips, I'm wondering if I should try to put a bunch in a pot and then just leave it by the shed and where it's south facing and seeing if it will survive the winter. I think I'll try that as an experiment, but that's it for now. And I can't wait for next season and doing better and just sharing our experience growing these cream potatoes. And I hope you give it a try, or you have any other tips, let me know. That's it for now. Happy gardening. Bye. Oh, and if you like this video, please give it a like. And if you want to subscribe, subscribe. Bye.